putting the human race ahead a step.
From counterculture to mainstream, America is grateful to have had Jerry Garcia. John Blackstone, CBS News, San Francisco.
And that's part of our world tonight. Dan Rather reporting for the CBS Evening News. Good night.
Get to sleep at night till morning came around. Said I was running, but I take my time. Friend of the devil is a friend of mine. I get home.
Have you seen your country today?
This is CBS.
The Late Late Show with Tom Snyder, weeknights after Northern Exposure.
Next on Eyewitness News at 6, a Bay Area legend has died. Grateful Dead guitarist Jerry Garcia will have details plus rare concert and interview footage.
I'm Arthur Cribbs at Golden Gate Park, where fans of Jerry Garcia are starting to gather. We'll have the story coming up.
And in other news, how a power outage in the Bay Area caused misery for airline passengers around the country. Stay with us. The news is next.
From KPIX Channel 5, this is Eyewitness News at 6.
Jerry Garcia has died at the age of 53. You're looking at a live picture at the polo field at Golden Gate Park, where thousands of fans are gathering tonight to say farewell to one of the most beloved figures in rock music history. Good evening. Jerry Garcia often said that he was puzzled by the enduring success of the Grateful Dead, but to the Deadheads who followed the band around the globe, he was a spiritual as well as a musical leader. Tonight we begin our coverage with Arthur Cribbs. Arthur?
Dave, this is a happening here at Golden Gate Park. It's the kind of setting that would make Jerry Garcia quite proud. But it is also a day that many people said had to come.
Jerry Garcia died today, but not his music.
He had an incredible gift that almost made everybody think that he was playing to them.
News of Garcia's death hit the Pacific Stock Exchange.
We got phone calls left and right. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? And we all said, yeah.
We work in the stock market, and we saw the news this morning that he died. Very sad, you know. A big loss to San Francisco, I think, and the Bay Area.
The music of Jerry Garcia and the Grateful Dead crossed many lines, even generations.
All the people coming out from all around the country to see the Grateful Dead, and the fact that they've had such longevity and continued popularity all across the country. It's been a fantastic success story, and it's a real shame.
The die-hard fans were more or less people who were 25 to 50.
3 generations.
Yeah, so the music transcended any sort of drug culture that may have existed, and they certainly didn't promote that.
By your T-shirt, I'd say it's a pretty sad day for you.
Oh, yeah, real sad day.
Yeah.
We've lost another legend.
How far back do you go with the Dead?
15 years.
Yeah.
First show, 1980. Never forget it, never will.
I have a story, too.
It was a long road show going back to the early 60s in Kepler's bookstore, where Garcia was a clerk in the South Bay.
The Dead used to come down and practice here, from what I understand, and Ira said he would call up Roy Kepler, who'd be at home. He's like, Ira, or Roy, can I just tell them to go home because they're just playing the same note over and over? And Roy would say, Ira, they don't have anyone else to practice. Just let them practice there.
I actually saw the last 2 shows in Chicago, and that was like a 10-year reunion for me. I'd seen 10 years of shows, and I really felt very complete at the end.
Radio station KFOG paid special tribute to Garcia.
You know, people need to make contact. They need to share. They need the validity of knowing that it really happened and that other people care as much as they do. You know, you don't have to be a stone deadhead to be really affected by this. It's a real big gulf.
So what do you do if you're a deadhead and there's no more music to play?
Buy their CDs and just listen to them that way. Keep it going, keep it going.
I don't know what those guys are going to do. I think everybody has been dreading this moment for a very long time, and I don't know how much thinking anybody has done about it.
You know, you get people that talk about how long they went around and followed the Dead. Well, you multiply any 3 or 4 or 10 Deadhead experiences,
And then you think about the fact that those guys were on stage every single night for every show.
Well, when you think about Jerry Garcia, you think about rock and roll, you think about drugs, you think about alcohol, but you also think about the psychedelic days, brotherhood, peace, trying to change society. The people who are gathered here are not only people of that generation, but folk who came later. This year, 1995, the Grateful Dead would have net about $33.5 million. It was 1 month ago today. They played their last gig in Chicago at Soldiers Field. They were scheduled to continue through October, ending in Mountain View, the same area where they all started back in the 60s. Reporting live, I'm Arthur Cribbs. Let's go to Tomas Roman in San Rafael.
Arthur, Jerry Garcia's death was a surprise to everyone, especially here in San Rafael. Just a couple of days ago, Jerry Garcia told his family and friends here at the Grateful Dead headquarters that he was going to Hawaii for a break, for a rest. Instead, he checked into a substance abuse center, and that's where he died.
I got in my car and I just started driving, crying like a baby.
The Dead will always be here. They're also here with us.
30 years of being the leader of the band stopped here. It wasn't the music that died today, it was Jerry Garcia. He died early this morning here at the Serenity Knolls Treatment Center. He'd been here for about 2 days. The Marin County coroner says he died of natural causes. Flowers were left at the entrance to the center by the band's faithful.
Did Jerry Garcia die?
Garcia's death took his family, friends, and fans by surprise. They thought he had gone to Hawaii, but Grateful Dead publicist Dennis McNally says he understands.
He was not comfortable with his physical well-being, which was a man with diabetes problems. Since this is a chemical dependency facility, I presume that is a problem. I am not privy to his private life, so I can't say it. It seems a reasonable assumption. But I ain't so.
This was the Dead's last concert in Chicago, July 9th. Throughout all the years and long road trips from the late 60s to last month, Garcia made no secret about his drug abuse or his ill health. He tried to curb the drug use before, but along with drugs, the diabetes he suffered caused a coma that put him in the hospital back in 1986. The Grateful Dead has been the longest running. Jerry Garcia is survived by his third wife, 4 children, and of course the hundreds of thousands, if not maybe millions of deadheads all over the world. Reporting live in San Rafael, I'm Tomas Roman.
And what started in the Haight-Ashbury has become a worldwide phenomenon. And now the music is ended. Thank you, Tomas.
You know, whether you are a fan of the Grateful Dead or not, you certainly can't deny Jerry Garcia's status as a cultural icon. Over the years, KPIX talked to him several times about his life, his future, more importantly, his music.
I mean, that's what being a performer is about, you know. You're out there in front of people, you know, you're doing something. You want them to like it, or you want them to hate it, but you want there to be a reaction, you know, sometimes.
And we are going to show you several rare interviews with Jerry Garcia coming up around 6:15 in our newscast. You may want to set your VCR because it includes footage you may not